I'm Val Attenbrow. I'm a Principal Research Scientist at the Australian Museum, an archaeologist. And I'm interested in Aboriginal prehistory, focusing on how they made stone tools and where the raw materials came from out of which they made the stone tools. The objects we're talking about today were collected in the early 1900s by Dr. W.E. Roth Jr., who was Protector of Aborigines in North Queensland, as well as being a medical doctor. He became, or was, very interested in Aboriginal people and interested in their material culture. And the museum has one of the largest collections of materials collected by Roth. The object we're looking at today, or rather series of objects, is a stone core and a series of flakes which have been removed from that core. And the arrangement we've got here is showing the succession of flakes that were removed from the core. This piece was registered into the Australian Museum collections in 1905, along with most of Roth's other collections, as well as some other stone artefacts from the area. This core and the flakes that came from it, as well as this small stone knife, were collected from Camberwell, which is west of Mount Isa, near the Northern Territory border. One of the reasons for removing flakes in this fashion was to produce long, narrow flakes that could be used for a variety of tasks. One of these tasks was to make small stone knives which had resin hafts, such as the one here, with this elegant shaft into which the stone knife would have been protected. They were also used, the flakes, for spear points, larger cutting knives, and such implements or tools were used for a variety of tasks. For a long time, the technology that was used to make these stone tools, how the flakes were removed to create the shapes and sizes they wanted, was lost. But more recently, Colin Saltmere, an Injalanji man from Camberwell, has started the process again. The raw material from which this core and succession of flakes have been made is a special material, a chert, which is local to the Camberwell area and which Colin Saltmere tells us was very prized and valuable. In 2006, a seminar was organised by the University of Queensland by Dr. Gail Robertson and her colleagues in honour of Dr. Tom Loy, an academic who was interested in the use, wear and residue patterns on stone artefacts. And as part of this seminar, Gail Robertson and her colleagues organised for Colin Saltmere to come down and demonstrate his stone knapping techniques. During that session, he created a core. We collected this at the time of the seminar, and Colin was not pleased with the way this one had been made because he didn't think it really reflected the technology that was in the original one collected in 1903. And he undertook to make us another one, which is this one here. The second core that Colin flaked for us is made from the same chert material that was used for the core and succession of flakes that Roth collected. At the same time, Colin also demonstrated making resin from spinifex, and he made a spear with stone blade and a resin haft there.